For this episode, we're going to be talking about the CES Experience.
$20 taxi.
$27 taxi because I gave her a 20% tip.
Yeah, too much.
Oh my gosh, we're all the way at the end of the hall.
You know she farted at the end too.
I learned something valuable. We are rural people. We don't have taxi cabs, we don't have Uber, we don't have Lyft, we don't have all that. Don't take a cab from the Las Vegas airport to anywhere on the strip. We paid $27 for
nothing crazy, but our hotel room literally looked at the airport.
Like we could see it from the airport.
Imagine that distance. It was really like maybe 4 or 5 blocks.
It was ridiculous.
Of driving distance, maybe a little bit more.
On the way back, we took Lyft. I figured out how to use that. Go Lyft. And I think we spent $8. And we get to Tropicana after some time. We got there really early in the morning, so we kind of had to wait to check in. But we got there, we checked in, everything was great. We get to our room and our key doesn't work.
You want to try my key?
It would be so sad if none of these work. We were able to call the Tropicana security. She came up, let us in a few minutes. So that was fine. But it was just one of those things where you're like, oh my gosh, we just want to settle in and get ready to go.
How does that even work?
I'm getting desperate.
They even have an arrow. It's not working here.
What the fuck is wrong with this? Good job, Tropicana.
I didn't get a key.
All right, I'm gonna take a nap because I'm tired from traveling. Bye. Another thing we did that I learned is a little trick with CES. We got there on Sunday because by the time we booked, the flights coming out on Monday were like $600, which was ridiculous. So we flew in on Sunday, and there were various places where you could pick up your badge, and I think we ended up at, was it Excalibur?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went over to Excalibur, which was right next to Tropicana where we were staying, and we got our badge. There was no line. It was just, we walked up to this guy with, like in the CES booth, we gave him our IDs, he scanned our barcodes on our phone, and we had our badges in like 2 minutes. By the next day, we were, I think it was like MGM or somewhere else. There were lines 50 people long. So if you arrive early, go get your badge right away. And if you arrive kind of after the conference started, I would go to some place like Excalibur a little further out to get your badge, you know, if you're going to be staying in that area, because there's less waiting, one less line you have to stand in. Don't cut yourself.
I'm not gonna cut myself with butter.
All right, it says push and turn. It's like not in focus.
Pushing and turning. Pretty strong dude.
I am congested, Afrin, right here, this nostril, and you are not making this easy.
Really are now.
All right, Afrin, work on your shit. I can decongest my nostril. Oh wait, never mind. You just got like part of that off. So there's like a cap within a cap.
Oh my god.
Is there a cap within a cap within a cap?
Almost ripped the whole thing apart.
All right. So now the actual conference itself, we had a general idea of what we were there to see because we were there for work and we had certain things we were looking for. My comment on the layout, if you look at the map, they had like, oh, this is like PC gaming, this is cell phone accessories, this is smart home, this is drones, this is camera gear, whatever. But there were some companies where I feel like they just sort of tossed them wherever they landed, and they didn't necessarily fit into the category. Or there was some companies that fall into so many categories that they just, I think that's basically what they did the main hall for, were like Canon and Samsung and LG and all those people were. I did kind of feel sometimes like it was hard to find what it was we were looking for, and sometimes it was really hard to even find booths that we were looking for because you'd suddenly like hit a wall and you think, oh, I can't go on the other side of this wall, and it's just like a wall built by a company that was their booth, and actually on the other side of that wall there were more booths, and those people were kind of hidden. I did really enjoy being able to interact with a lot of things like the Bell Nexus Air Taxi. You were able to go into that thing, which was kind of cool. We didn't because there was like a line. And I thought like the LG OLED 88-inch screen waterfall thing, pretty cool. Not anything we would ever buy or use, but it was just kind of a cool experience type thing. And I do like that some of the booths did try to create that experience. A good one was Nikon actually had this really fun photo booth type thing set up where we got into this hot tub of rubber duckies and just took a funny picture, and that was kind of cool. So we're gonna see how old this thing thinks we are. All right, where am I?
You're 30.
I'm 30. You're 38.
Look at the camera.
Okay. So we're looking at the camera. We're going to see if this changes it. Oh yeah, now you're 37.
It must be the beard.
It's the beard. Okay. Oh, see, now I'm 28. I'm 28 now. So thank you, intelligent video and visual intelligence, for thinking I am 28 years old. For the record, I'm older than Cody. But according to my looks, I'm 28. He's 38.
Cheers.
Cody wants a massage chair.
Just say keep moving the first couple of days. To be quite honest, like you can stop, pick up a product, look at it and stuff, but really like in the first couple of days, people are gonna stop and try to, you know, get their badge scanned or get a business card or talk to the person. And basically I would say keep walking unless you literally see a sales guy standing there making eye contact with you, you know, basically.
And you're actually interested in the product, because you don't want to waste their time, they don't want to waste yours. If you're going just to see tech, then go to the places you want to see. Go to the cool booths that everybody's interested in. But if you're there for work and you're looking for specific things, don't aim to go to the hall that you think is going to have that, because it's stuff is spread out everywhere. And what we did was we just kind of went through, and if there's something that I thought was cool, I'd pull up my camera and record it. And I'm so happy I ended up doing that. Just little clips, like 2-3 second clips of the actual product. And I'm happy I did that, because going back, there were a lot of things, especially on the first day that we saw, that I completely forgot we had seen. And Cody grabbed brochures for everything, even if I'm like, why are you grabbing a brochure for that? We'll never use it. But then looking at them later, I'm like, oh, actually, this is kind of a cool product. I had completely missed this at the booth. So grab brochures, take videos if you have like a nice camera. Like I just had my GoPro and I had the Osmo with me, and I pulled those out and would just take quick clips. And then, you know, if you happen to see something you're very interested in, talk to somebody.
And if you had a booth that didn't have any flyers or business cards, shame on you. Shame.
I get it's tech and I get that it's electronic and everything, but we interacted with so many people that didn't have any sort of brochure. And by the time we got through at the end of the day, we had forgotten about so much stuff that we probably forgot about you. And you may have been really cool and you may have had a cool product, but we weren't able to take a brochure back to our boss 5 days later and tell them about all these cool things we found.
We all want to save trees and we're all pro environment, but you know, it's just the sheer size of the show. I think if it was a smaller show, you can get away of like, oh, just visit our website kind of thing, or here's just a simple business card. But I mean, this show is huge and we're looking at products that are almost identical sometimes. So really having those, you know, just measurements on products, like what the size was, what the battery life is and everything, it's just huge. And if you didn't have that at the booth this year, you probably missed out, to be quite honest. Yeah.
You know what I haven't seen yet? I haven't seen any toilets.
Oh yeah, those are coming.
As far as like when to go and where to go and crowds, we waited till Friday to do a lot of things. Like we didn't go to Eureka Park until Friday, and I did think it was cool that there just wasn't that many people. So we did get a lot of one-on-one FaceTime with companies, but the downside to that is by the time we got there, a lot of companies were already kind of packing in and folding things down, and a lot of people weren't even at their booths at all, especially at Eureka Park. There were a lot of empty booths. So it's good to wait or go out on Friday and double back to people you wanted to talk to that maybe you didn't get the chance to, because there are less people there on Friday, but you also risk then missing people. And then just finally, it was fun to be in Las Vegas. We have 3 kids, so we don't get away very often. One of our kids is still under the age of 2, so it was fun to get away for 5 days. Unfortunately, I caught the CES flu, and I'm pretty sure I caught it even before I got to CES, so maybe I spread the flu. I was on so much cold medication, and I think I actually fell asleep in one of the halls. Like I just found a stairs and I sat down on it, and I'm just like, I'm done. I missed the toilets. I missed all the smart toilets. I really wanted to see smart toilets, and I didn't get to see them because I was really sick. So take care of yourself before you go to CES. You know, up your vitamins, take some emergency, especially if you have to fly, because I'm pretty sure I got sick from the plane itself. Yeah, and yeah. For actual transportation around CES and around Las Vegas Strip, since we were staying on Tropicana, which is on the south end, and the conference was actually up on the north end, we just got a monorail pass. I think we paid 50 bucks each, something like that. And we just rode that thing back and forth. It did get super crazy on, I think it was Wednesday. We had to actually wait at the MGM monorail station for like 45 minutes. We found if we waited till 11 to go and stayed till the end of the day, it was actually fewer people, although getting on at the end of the day was insane too. But as far as getting on at MGM to get down to the convention center, it was a lot easier if you waited an hour after things opened.
But monorail, safe, nice, clean, efficient.
Yeah. Will we go again? Maybe. Probably. I think we got a lot out of it. It was almost like we got too much out of it. It was too big. It was too like overwhelming for it being the first time. I think if we go again, we'll be a lot more focused and know what to do and how to do it. That we went there for work, so we definitely accomplished what we went there to do and then some. I kind of want to go to NAB next year too, so I don't know if I'll do CES or NAB.
Go to Amazon's AI and Robotics Conference. So if you want that, put a comment in the comment section.
So which one do you think is better? Know. CES? Do you think the Amazon Robotics and AI Conference is going to be better? Or do you think NAB is better? Let us know what you think. And maybe we'll be seeing you again next year at CES or NAB, or maybe both. Or maybe also the Amazon AI Robotics Conference. They're in January, April, and June. So we could pull it off. We can go to Las Vegas 3 times in a year, right? That's not crazy.